Chapter 2, Skills Review 3, we'll download our data file, save it to our Chapter 2 folder, add our last name, first initial, open it up, enable contents, and that would be step 1. Step 2, create a form based on the volunteer hours. So we can just click on it if you want to look at it first to see what the fields look like. That's always a good idea. Create form. Switch to design view. Narrow the width of the fields. You want to get 2 arrows like that to the 5-inch mark. Oops. There we go. I can see the 5-inch mark right here. Add the date and time to the form header. So this is the form header up here in this pink area, and I know that because it says form header right here. So I'm going to click in that area so that I'm in that area. And it tells us to click on the Design tab and use this tool here, the date and time. And we'll say OK. And it added it over here. I think I'm going to make the volunteer hours text box a little bit smaller so that it's not overlapping with the date and time over here. We're going to save our form. Again, if you want to add the word form, you may. Not required. And we can look at it so that you can see what it looks like. And it'll always have the current date and time showing here. And then we'll close it. Create a form based on the organizations table. We click on the organizations table, create form. And we're just going to save it. Again, you can also adjust these field sizes over here. There's just no ruler, but you could have a pretty good idea of how much room you need by looking at your records that are already in here. And we'll save this. Again, if I just click to close it, it prompts me to save it. I like to add the word form. Step 6, create a form. I'm sorry, step 8, create a form based on the students table. Create form. And we're just going to save this one also the way it is. Open the relationships window in step 10 and add. So to open the relationships window, we go to database tools, relationships, and it looks like I like to open these up so we can read everything. We're missing one table, so over here we can click add tables and it'll show up over here on the right. And we need the volunteer hours table. Create a one-to-many relationship between the organization name. So the organization name here and the organizations table is the primary key. This is the exact same field over here, and it's a foreign key. So to maintain the integrity of our database, meaning that when we add the name of an organization, it will need to be done in this table, the organizations table, first before you can use it in the volunteer hours table. So you would not be able to enter a new organization name in the volunteer hours table. It would have to be added here first. And that's what's going to happen when we create this relationship. So I'm going to click on the organization name and drag, and I have this no sign, but that doesn't bother me, and I'm going to touch the word organization name and let go. I'm going to make sure that I have the correct field here, that they're coming from the correct tables. I can see the names of the tables up here. We're enforcing our referential integrity, which again just means that we have to add new names to the organizations table first, and we'll say create. And now we can see our one-to-many relationship. This sign is an infinity sign, and it means one-to-many. Save and close. And if I just click close, do we want to save this? And we'll say yes, it automatically saves. So if I go back to Database Tools and click on Relationships, here it is, it saved it. Step 13 says to print, and we're not going to do any printing. That's it.